It's pretty good. It's like a CR4, right?
A gaseous dwarf.
Aren't they all?
Oh my gosh.
It was hard to tell the difference.
Indeed.
Boy, I can't wait to see how this turns out.
It'll be good.
What are you guys
Yeah.
thinking's happening?
I don't know, but I was impressed by everybody's restraint.
On the gaseous force.
I was like, no one's shooting, no one's trying to kill them. They're just floating up right now, and we all seem okay with that. So
I can't hit them. I mean, the guy
They
just
didn't
floated right
attack
through
us.
Yeah,
They-
they didn't attack us.
They haven't attacked, but then why would they attack if they can't get hit?
But they can hit us. I
Yeah,
don't
their
know.
goal was
That's
to
nothing-
take us
Yeah, but
out.
we're not a threat.
That's DM deception right there.
Zephyros told us not to
DM
interfere.
deception. What?
I'm not okay in any way, shape, or form with this.
They're your kinfolk.
it's like a bad flashback for Greybeard.
Well, had somebody made two rolls, had a possibility of trying to give you guys an idea of what was going
Yeah.
on, but you failed those.
Zero.
This is not my fault.
Zero
Both critical
perception
fails.
aware. Remind me, never play charades with you, Greybeard.
So my
Exactly.
perception of what happened is
Exactly.
completely opposite of Greybeard's, and we're both wrong.
Yeah.
We just saw this exact same thing happen a couple of days ago, though. I mean, giant winged mount, and then a squad of people come in to speak to him. Just don't know why there was a breath weapon fired off up top.
But I would assume if the dragon really wanted to cook us, he would have just fired it down the hole. We would have been roasted in here.
Yeah, or
Wow.
come up the front. Do you still have the whistle copy?
I don't know. Would he have made me give it back?
Yeah, I think he would have asked for it back.
No.
Well, I'm gonna run.
goes
Thank
ours.
you guys for tonight. It was fun.
Cool.
See ya.
Welcome back to the land of living.
Yeah.
It's good to be alive again.
It's good to be alive.
For now.
For now, yeah.
Later.
Until next week.
Yeah.
Till the dragon
don't count
gets
your
you.
chickens. Don't count my chicken before Ian cuts my head off. I was like, where are you going with this chicken?
I was
metaphor?"
wondering the same thing.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
But it's fun having to come up with the weirdest ways to say these things.
There was a part I was going to read you guys about running this adventure. Where did they say that?
About chickens with their heads off?
giant chickens.
Yeah, I didn't even know what to think of that one. Do giants have chickens? Do they have giant chickens?
The
gotta
the
eat
chicken's
something.
got to be like the size, probably smaller than his fingernail.
Yeah, but then what do they eat?
Yeah, they have to
Clouds.
eat something large.
Rainbows. Clouds of
Cotton
rainbows,
candy
man.
cloud.
Oh my god, they eat people.
Even people are really small to them.
Maybe they eat dwarves, and these guys are pissed about it.
They eat Aarakocra.
Maybe these guys are ghosts. They're cloud giant farts of dwarves eaten in the past.
Oh yeah, here it is. Many of the encounters in this adventure are deadly by design.
Wow.
They test the player's ability to make smart, informed decisions under pressure. A deadly encounter may be the only encounter the characters have on a given day, and assumes the party's at full strength, which I don't ever assume. Or it might be so overwhelming that the characters are expected to avoid combat at all costs.
Yeah.
That's a blurb they put in here that says when running the adventure.
That's awesome.
And
I'm
so far
like-
we're living up to it with 2 character deaths.
Yeah, but Ardreth's death was your fault.
You mean your fault. You could have healed him.
Hey, wait, who was running Ardreth that night?
You could have healed him.
Not any of us.
Who rolled his death saves?
All of us.
Who got him killed in the first place?
You went you did because you were dead. Ian was dead. That got him dead.
I'm just saying, let us run a PC when you're not a bit. You should be concentrating on the game. Let us run a PC.
That encourages you not to miss a game.
This is true.
I have no comment on it because I had to run his character last week or on Saturday.
That's right.
Did he die?
No, he didn't.
Slacking.
I could have.
I tend to keep them in the back because I don't want to be the cause of somebody's death.
Yeah, in the back.
He was in the back. It's just those things flew in and destroyed everybody.
But if I was the cause of somebody's death, I certainly would make somebody else do the death saves.
We were really like two bad rolls away from a total party wipe last week.
Damn.
Yeah, we are. Oof.
Because I was near dead and Greybeard was near dead.
Or you were 2 good rolls from everybody being back up, though, too.
I'm not
Any one of
feeling
them,
a lot of energy on that one.
if any one of them would have made a good a 20, rolled a 20 on their death saves, they would have been back up and fighting immediately.
Yeah, but then all their party would have been dead next to. They would have been back up with 1 hit point.
That would have turned that battle. You guys had that.
It's all right. I know everybody's just secretly blaming me because I wasn't
If
there.
Tigray was there, and it was Tigray and Greybeard at the end, he would have grabbed Greybeard's ass, cast Featherfall, and just jump. Everybody else falling. Be like, peace, we're out.
It's like Bonnie and Clyde, man.
Drop a dead vulture and bail off the side of the cloud.
Game over, man.
Or the other idea, too, is always remember that if you bring somebody back up, even if they're at 1 hit point, it resets their death count, so they get 3 more rolls again. So sometimes even if you know they're going to go down, it's still better to bring them back up so that they're back at 0 for their death rolls.
He's trying to refer to my lay on hands as a 1-point pop up for people who are down.
Yeah, but I thought Finn went down like early.
No, he was...
No, Finn got hit for 24 points by a stupid invisible beholder or whatever the hell that thing was. 80% of my health gone.
It spooked him.
So naturally, he used the lay on hands on himself.
Exactly. And I was held for a bunch of rounds, right?
Forever.
And didn't you make your second save? You missed 1.
No, I think it was like
You missed
3rd
2?
or 4th. Yeah, I think I was out like 3 or 4 rounds with no way to block anything.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for the blur and whatnot, oof, you would have been diced and.
Yeah, you probably would have gone down.
Oh, easily.
And you even like burned a couple of shields that time also, right?
Yes, but that was prior to being commanded.
Mm.
Yeah, I think at the end I had 1 shield left. That was it of all my spells.
Hey, can you move the party counter up to Red Larch? Or north of Red Larch, where we got intercepted there?
Yeah. I can.
Are we a day off of Tribor?
Yeah, you're one side outside of Tribor. 1 day out. So enough days have passed that he's got you that close. Stay right about there. In fact, he'll probably drop you off on the next day, and then you guys will travel in the rest of the way.
If he survives, yeah.
Assuming you guys survive.
I don't know. Here's to hoping that, the silver dragon is the one that, doesn't hate everything and has no vendetta against us.
It is an adult silver dragon.
Well, then I'm hoping a lot. It's not like, grrr, hate everyone, I'm going to eat you all, but rather like, oh, humanoids, short-lived species.
What's the encounter rate in an adult silver dragon, Dan?
Fucking hell, like 10? 15?
It is a CR 16.
Oh, we got that. We got that in the bag.
Easy.
It's a good thing I didn't throw a dart at it.
Can we just add our XP right now for that?
Zephyros is a CR 13.
Oh,
Right.
good.
We'll
See,
do the
this is
giant
my understanding.
afterwards.
Coffee believes that Zephyr's kind of been a prick because he drug us into this, and then he's like, "Oh, now I can't be any part of it." So he told us not to interfere. So he made his own cloud bed. He can sleep in it.
And you're jealous because you want a cloud bed too.
Exactly. And then maybe the dragon will fly off, and his spellbook will be just sitting there.
Yeah, that's your real motive.
I just want a flying tower minus the stupid hat.
Have
Have
we
the
can
hat
take the hat
taken
off.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, or if nothing else, repainted.
All black.
Greybeard, how about a flying tavern?
That rules. We can make part of it. Floor 1, flying tavern.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Kegs of unlimited mead. If that's not a magic item, it should be.
I've
They
got
have-
my own campaign. It is now. Oh,
Critical Role has that little vat.
The alchemic, urn? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. You just stick your head in it and say what you want, and it'll fill it up. I think it's a gallon or 5 gallons or something.
5.
Mm-hmm. So just need like one about 100 times bigger.
There's a cool thing. I was just reading up while I was prepping today, and Red Larch is the center starting point for Princes of the Apocalypse.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you were actually to spend a little more time in that town and we weren't doing this whole giant module, there's this whole other module that starts right there. And I think they're saying it's, the way I have the game set, it's only 3 years in the future is when this one is set. So it's right around that time.
prequel time.
Yeah.
Screw these cloud giants.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
So that was the thing I put in there, Jarral, was that you saw the adventurers. So it could
Oh,
be a new
nice.
group of adventurers. So it could, at some point, be the start of a party playing that, and they would see you in the corner at some point.
Oh.
Did you guys see the new book that's coming out in a
Hell
couple
yeah.
of months?
Yeah, the collection.
Oh,
Against the Giants.
We've
The
got a
White
whole
Plume
year
Mountain.
before we get out of stuff here.
that stuff's gonna be sweet.
I was watching Matthew Colville's 50,000 subscribers, or whatever it was. And he did make a comment in there about the, and it didn't really occur to me, but all of the modules that he has, that the Wizards of the Coast has put out, they're all like 6+ month. I mean, even Phandelver is like a 3-4 month campaign. Which is like different from old school D&D, because those used to be like really short campaigns.
It's part of their business model currently, is they only have a staff of like 5 people, but they want to put out good, solid product. That's one of the reasons they're doing the whole nostalgia thing so heavily, is because they only put out about 3 products a year.
Yeah, they haven't put out a lot. But each one that they,
I think
I
it's
mean,
smart,
you're not going
though.
to be able to finish a campaign before the next one, right?
But that's good. That means you've got years and years and years of stuff to do.
I'm going to say this only as an example, but there's going to be some people who are like Ravenloft. Oh, that's so lame, and they just won't play that one. You know what I mean? So you've got these three, you mix it up so that there's something for everyone.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I have no interest in the vampire ones.
I don't know. Against the Giants and all that entire line took us years to play through with Descent in the Depths of the Earth and Demon Web Pits, and I think Village of Hamlet was the first one that actually led into that series.
Is Against the Giants the whole thing, or is it just the first one, and they'll come out with the demon webs and all that?
Oh, I don't know.
They're
I don't
coming
I
out
bet
with-
it's just the first one.
There's like 6 of them that are all going to be part of the same book, I think.
Yeah, it's Tomb of Horrors, White Plume Mountain, which is my all-time favorite module ever. Sunless Citadel, which was the module for D&D 3.
Yeah, that was good. It was
Hidden
good.
Shrine of
Tomoa-chan.
Forge of Fury, Dead and Thay, which I've never heard before, and then Against the Giants.
They
Which
might
Against
be
the Giants was like the first triple module, right?
Yeah, there were 3 in that one.
And then there were 3 more that came after it, which was the Descent stuff.
Descent, Vault, and then Demon Web Pits.
Oh, so cool.
It would not surprise me if they didn't do that end of it.
They should, for sure.
Once you had to start fighting a god, I mean, you were kind of at the end of the power curve in that game.
Oh, fighting Loth was awesome.
I'm surprised they're not doing White Plume or not White Plume, but what was the spaceship one?
Oh, Barrier Peaks.
Barrier Peaks, yeah.
That would be cool.
That was
I bet they
super popular.
I bet they keep doing this. They keep coming out with these like grouping books because I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah, because they haven't done Tomb of Horrors. There's some real classics, and they've saved. You could tell, like, as I look through the list, I'm like, there's some of the top missing from this. So they're gonna stretch it out through probably 3 or 5 books, maybe.
Yeah, they got to do Keep on the Borderland.
Yeah, how could that not be the very first thing they do?
Because again, they're stretching it out. I'm telling you, I'm running Keep on the Borderlands. I keep running Keep on the Borderlands right now as a 5th conversion.
But Keep is like the first thing that everyone did back in the day. That was the number one module.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be in one with Isle of Dread, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not to switch the subject on you, but did you see they Unearthed Arcana put out 2 more options for the Ranger and
1 for Rogue.
1 for Rogue, Horizon Walker and the Primeval Guardian. Sounds cool.
What was the Rogue one?
Something lame. It was Scout.
Bleh.
Yeah, nothing too exciting. But I mean, they have like a bajillion Unearthed Arcana already. The
Seems
Ranger
scavenged.
ones are fucking cool though. One of them seems a little bit OP, sort of, kind of, and the other one is just like a cool flavor. One, it's planar. It's Horizon Walker, and it allows like a lot of plain, I guess, shifting. I didn't read too much into it. I was a little bit busy today.
You gonna give everybody the option, Dan, to mosh their characters around like before level 5, like they did in that game? What game was that you were talking about on the drive down?
That's the D&D Adventurers League,
That's right, League.
but I don't know about that. Although you guys will hit 5 pretty quick.
Yeah, we're already a little over halfway there.
And I mean, we don't necessarily have to kill something that's combat rating 16, right? We just need to win the encounter before we get that XP. Isn't that how it works?
Usually,
I mean, if we talk our way out of a fight, that should be like winning the fight.
Yeah, but then no, you don't get the full XP for you get. They actually say that when you kill something, you get the XP, but other than that, they don't have any other modifier, but they put in suggestions that GMs can use to say you can either do session XP, you can do non-combat PV or XP, but it's all based on what you want to do yourself. They don't give you any guidelines for that. And I've done that. I've given you guys stuff for completing objectives, like you got a certain amount for just bringing the villagers back, over and above killing the creatures that were there holding them. And you got but like I didn't give you any experience for the mercenaries.
Because we didn't defeat the mercenaries.
Right.
Well, next time then,
We'll just murder hobo. it out.
everyone dies.
That's why it's called murder hoboing, because players originally figured that out and they're like, well, we'll just start killing everything in sight. How much XP is a cow?
They don't pay to talk.
I remember way back, we were in like, I don't know, like 8th grade, 9th grade, we went through like total Monty Hall phase where we would just game and roll up random encounters, and the best one to get was like mammoths, because they're worth like 2,000 experience, and you could just kill them with arrows from a distance. So we'd be like, yeah, level 10.
Oh, as soon as we figured out that dinosaurs didn't have like breath weapons and resistances and stuff, it was genocide on Isle of Dread, man.
We want the XP. Murder
It was
hobo.
so
You guys got issues.
Oh,
And then
man,
we
but
went
you-
like hardcore the other way, and it was like brutal. Like your characters were all rolled 3d6 only, and it was in the order you rolled. I remember having like a 9 intelligence wizard because that was his highest stat with 1 hit point.
Yeah, again 3x5 cards, man. You'd show up with 6 3x5 cards, a character on each card, and expect to burn through them in a night. You know. My friend Mike would name his fighters Fighter 1, Fighter 2, Fighter 3.
We don't have to do that with this campaign.
It's just like an adventuring party of like 30 or 40 people, and only the front 6 people get to fight.
You have enough money to send certain ones out.
You're like
and
a
send the others out.
You're like a Pez dispenser party. Oh, fighter 1's down. Fighter 2 go.
Next man up.
So we played Redbox one year, like over a Christmas break kind of thing. Like it might have been maybe, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. We played it, and it was like that. The characters we played.
Is that you, Phil, and Nick doing that?
Yeah, and we literally, the one guy, his character, first time he'd ever played Dungeons and Dragons at all, his character descended the ladder, fire beetles, dead, next character.
Paid to be a coward in first ed.
Yeah,
Red
no,
box is harsh.
no, you get to 0, you are dead. There's no saves, there's no -10, it's 0, done. Fantastic classes like Dwarf or Halfling.
Fighter.
This map is awesome.
Well,
so much more detail on this map, by the way.
Even
It's
worse
gorgeous.
was if you were a wizard, you had to randomly roll what spell you got, and all of the spells were horrible.
Oh, you're right.
you-
Because you
Had
might
one.
get read language or something.
And remember, you had like spells that like you had to roll to see if you could ever learn, and like there'd be certain spells like, sorry, you can never learn magic missile
Yeah.
because you suck.
Yeah, they're lucky that was the only product on the market at the time.
And we ate it up.
Instead of the deluge of games you have now.
Yeah, it's about to get real in this adventure. Tribor's a big spot.
think it already got real.
I was just gonna say, it isn't much more real than the kind of shite we're in right now.
You guys are at the end. Depending on what happens in the next session of Chapter 1, the intro chapter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the end of the campaign.
You were so close to the steps of Chapter 2.
I can't even. I have no idea what we're gonna do. All I have to say, no one let me talk. No one let me talk with the dragon if we talk with the dragon. Someone needs to step the fuck up for that one.
Yeah, I second that.
Hey, you already got a favorite enemy. How many more things can you hate?
I don't hate it, but I have a 7 charisma. I can't talk our way out of that.
It's
Someone
like
else needs
me
to talk our way out of
perceiving.
that. Yeah.
That's why Jarral ignored you.
What does a negative roll mean, really?
You're the only elven female we have in the party. That dragon's probably gonna love you.
I don't know
AFK
if
for
I
just
feel like Greybeard.
he's gonna hate Greybeard. Don't all dragons just hate dwarves by default?
Stealing their gold.
Greedy dwarves.
I'm drawing circles around all the smiley faces I can find on this map.
There are several of them.
There's smiley faces on this map?
Oh yeah, a ton of them. The hills, the way they drew them.
What?
Do the hills have eyes?
There's a great one next to Tribor. Right there. Oop, I fucked that up.
Oh yeah!
What is the delete button?
That one's really happy.
There's a lot of
Happy Hill.
There's a lot of smileys with one eye.
There's some derpy ones.
Yeah, like peanuts. Oh, what's the stupid bird's name?
Big Bird.
Big Burn?
No, the one from Peanuts.
Woodstock.
Woodstock,
Yeah.
thank you. There's a bunch of them that kind of remind me of Woodstock.
I think you guys are seeing stuff that is not there.
It's like looking at clouds.
Even some of the forests have smiley faces.
Crypt
Seems
Garden.
an important thing.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to do something at Red Large, but that whole Prince of Apocalypse is a campaign for 1 to 5, I think. So you technically could have played that instead of the whole Nightstone thing.
That's as high as it goes, just 1 to 5.
I think that's what it
Yeah,
said.
there's another module after that that kind of continues where it left off.
Oh.
I think that
It's
it's
the
not
start
the
of the
Horde
rise
of
of the
the...
elemental evil.
Is that what that is?
Oh yeah.
Because the Horde of the Dragon...
Yeah.
Is it the Horde of the Dragon Queen? I think that's like
That's
toward
the,
the end of that, isn't it? Or is that
No,
part
it's
of
a
the...
separate one. That is the
Tyranny of Dragons.
Flame and Tyranny of Dragon one.
Ah, okay, yeah. There's like two or three different arcs, and I always confuse all the books.
I want to play them all.
I do too, but this module on its own is going to take us a year. At least it
I
feels
know, I want to
that
have
way.
I want to have like a campaign night every night, and then I could be playing 7 at once.
Right. Get all your details mixed up.
That I am doing like the dragon one, and today I was like, oh, so what's the cult of the? Oh, never mind, wrong one.
Oh, trust me, I get them confused. And
I'm waiting for Jarral to take a sidetrack to go over to Phandalin.
Yeah.
Tempting.
At least
That's
the
what-
dragon one takes place way south.
Yeah.
Fairly north. Is this entire campaign going to be pretty much over here in the north side? I mean, as far as you know, as far as you've read.
It sends you to a lot of places, but I do believe it's kind of the Sword Coast region. But it's a big region.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
map is the Sword Coast region. pretty much.
There's a little bit more. A little bit.
In
This is the
fact,
Wizard's one, right?
I think the Sword Coast actually goes down further. It doesn't quite go as far in as this one does, but it also goes further down.
Yeah, it goes much further.
I
down.
guess Candlekeep and Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate are down
Gate.
south.
Yeah,
It's the other map I think had more of that on it.
but I think this one's more in the north, right? The north part of the Sword Coast.
I think you're gonna be at a lot of places.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to get a bigger map.
How we gonna get there?
I do.
Do we get to ride the cloud
Right.
castle every time?
Personal clouds.
No, he's dropping you off and leaving you.
If we keep
Yeah.
that whistle, we can just summon up a griffin every time we need to go somewhere fast.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't abuse that at all.
I wouldn't.
Us?
I'm a paladin. Why would I do that?
Jarral would not.
Hey, Griffins can be my friend.
You say abuse, we say optimize.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know the exact next question would be in the middle of a fight. Well, can we summon the griffin and have it fight for us?
Yes.
We wouldn't even ask that. We just do it.
Just assume it. Yeah, that's your problem. That's
What do you mean it can't fight for it? It's here. It's our friend.
Really though.
Put an adult silver dragon in front of us. I mean, we need all the help we can get to kill something like that.
Yeah, for real.
So the giant is asleep, right?
Nope.
The giant is awake.
The giant's awake.
We were talking about the pixie dust and how there's a 1 in 10 chance when you use it for the random effect for it to cast sleep on yourself for a minute.
So why haven't we heard
Oh.
anything from the giant?
We have.
We have.
He's up there
fighting.
casting spells.
He's casting spells. Man, I must
he's
have
fighting
not
a
been
dragon.
paying attention then. For some reason, I
then-
thought he was out, and it was just us against the dragon and these stupid farting dwarves.
Nope. Been called to him. He's coming down to see
Oh,
what
okay.
these 40 dwarves are about.
So he's gonna squish
That's where we
him.
left off. I mean, they're gaseous forms. I'm assuming they're just gonna go around the side.
Oh, they have a
curious.
plan. I'm following it.
I'm just saying, I have no loyalties to Zephyros. If it's between Zephyros and not being killed by a dragon,
Sure, but you are 1,000 feet in the air.
I was gonna say,
on a
yeah,
tower
there's nowhere
made
for us
of
to go.
magic. I
We
wonder
have-
what happens when the wizard dies.
I mean, the dragon wouldn't let us die, would he? If we became not acquaintances. If we became acquaintances, I'm sure he'd find a way.
Do not know.
Didn't the floating thing, didn't it gradually get down to ground level when he was asleep or something?
Yeah.
If he was still alive.
When he was on it, yeah.
But he wasn't in control necessarily.
What do you mean?
I thought, didn't he fall asleep or something? And then it did.
He fell unconscious.
Right.
He was
And-
knocked out.
Yeah.
He was knocked out.
Yeah, he failed a spell save during a ritual.
We was out for a couple of days, and the thing started floating down very, very slowly.
Right.
But he's still
So
alive. If he's dead,
I don't
and
think
all his magic is these. I mean,
I would.
I don't claim to understand how magic works in this world, but I'm not willing to take a chance on it when we're 1,000 feet up.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to take a chance either. But it would stand to reason that it would just kind of gradually float down.
Oh, maybe he would have the silver whistle on him. Do you think the griffins would be loyal to us just as long as we had the whistle?
Do we still have the whistle?
No.
No,
But
he
maybe
would
if it
ask
was
for it
on
back.
him. Maybe if he had it on him when he was laying on the ground, we would be able to grab it off of him.
Or we could wait till I have a couple of rogue levels.
Stay on the tower till then.
10,000 XP later.
Suppose if you can kill that dragon, that might boost you up.
Yeah, that's about halfway there.
But he wouldn't
Alright.
be carrying any of that, would he? That would be at his lair.
The
Speak-
giant?
No, the dragon.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything.
I
on
don't.
Speak with dead.
Alrighty, guys. I think I'm gonna head out.
Yep, I'll head out.
Fun night. Guess we'll catch you
Night,
next
all.
week.
Right.
Alright. Good night, guys.